Good morning, guys. Today is pole hire. The intention is to not just try and do tricks all the time. I actually want to flow. I'm more interested in flowing, feeling graceful in the movements. I think it's so easy to just want to do the hardest trick. I want the movements to look good, and that comes with control, sensuality, musicality, all of the above. I left my house late and I had to power walk to pole. And whenever that happens, I get so overstimulated, I hate rushing. And then I walked into a packed studio. I almost turned around and left. There is a version of me that only wants to be seen when things look good or when things are going my way. And today I met the version that stays even when things are difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I was so irritated. I tried to choose a time that I thought nobody would be in the studio, especially since the week before it was just me and one other girl. And when I got there, every single pole was taken up, and I just felt like the musics were blaring and loud talking. I don't mind talking, but I was just in a completely different mindset, so it really threw me off. And I had to will myself to stay and just do something and remind myself that this is a possibility when you're renting studio spaces. I have already thought of a solution. I found another studio where there is a solo room with one pole, so this won't happen again, because I think when it comes to my practices, I am very regimented and I really like things to go the way I've planned it in my head. If you are booking at a popular pole hire place, you can't control the music, you can't control who comes in, you can't control how many people there are. So that was just something that I had to work through this week, but I'm not gonna lie, it really threw me off and it really irritated me. You know when you just wanna get into your zone? I was finding it very difficult to get into my zone. As you can see in the video, there's just people everywhere walking through the camera, which I don't mind, but it was just, it's a certain energy, quite a frantic energy. It felt like a social space, whereas to me, pole is like a sanctuary. So this week was different. To calm myself down, I just kept telling myself that things are always working out for me and that I should stick it out. Just when I thought the room couldn't get any more full, one more girl walked in. I was intrigued by her appearance and we ended up talking. And after speaking to her, she told me she was practicing for her stripper audition. That's why she was at pole hire. She seemed quite young. She was focused though, very calm and determined. And I thought, she's so brave. She even suggested that I audition and I literally was like, me! But then I paused and I thought, my pole is getting pretty strong. I mean, strip clubs are more than tricks. It's about performance, presence, and reading people. I've never met anyone preparing to audition in real life. It made pole feel tangible again and real, not aesthetic, not just a fantasy, just a person making a choice and working towards it. Now, I was immediately intrigued because I always watch stripper vlogs online. I've been watching them for years. I find them so intriguing. All the strippers that I see online are really inspiring to me. I just love the fact that people have the courage to do that. And so to meet someone in real life who was doing that, I sat down on the floor for a good 15 minutes of my hour-long session, just asking her questions about it. She was young, but she also seemed really determined. She was showing me these videos she had found online that helped her make the routine she was going to perform. And I just asked her, aren't you scared? Are you doing this alone? And she was like, yeah, I want to get this money. I don't care. And I just thought, maybe she was sent in here for a reason, because that conversation alone kind of made it worth the fact that my pole session was so chaotic this week. At least I got to speak to someone who I found deeply interesting. I'm loving your face, funny good, put you in your place. Live again, I'm speeding off, getting here while I'm driving, I'm geeking off. Oh my God, you move like a Reba Hunt, yeah. Genuinely, I have about an hour max to get ready. I can't even talk. You'll just have to watch me do my makeup. I am going to an event in Brixton. It's a queer event. I'm going with my friend, but it's after work, so I'm not gonna lie, my energy is quite drained and I'm just trying not to be flaky, so I'm still gonna go. And I don't have much time, and here I am just faffing about, so I'll show you my makeup and outfit when I'm done.
post for me?
We're still on the nightlife. I get so happy with the I'm back from the event. To be honest, I got back about 25 minutes ago, but I just lay on my bed scrolling like it's not 3:30 a.m. and like I don't have to get up to go to work at 9. You know when you've already like fucked the next day, you just kind of keep rolling with it. That's how I feel. So, I mean, I wouldn't say the next day is fucked, but the only reason I kind of feel like that is because, I don't know, other nights out that I've had recently were way better than this one. I don't know, I feel like I've been so like interested in my goals and like my poll and making videos and stuff that I just wasn't in the mood to be in a party setting. Of course, I had fun going out with my friend, and she's really, really good company, and she really knows, like, she just knows how to have a good time. She's so extroverted, she knows how to talk to people, so that's really enjoyable. And so I just didn't want to be the one bringing down the energy. But to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, I could have easily stayed there for like 30 minutes and gone home. But I think I kind of set myself up that way because I did go to work and I went out the night before, so I was already tired. The event actually wasn't too bad. It was very packed. They had like a dance floor. It was like themed pink. They had tattoos upstairs, tooth gems. And I was talking to different people, but I don't know, in the back of my head, I was just always ready to go. And then it got to like 2:00 and we decided to check the last train, and it was in 10 minutes. So we literally left and ran and got the last train. And then I took an Uber all the way home. But I had 2 drinks actually, double shot of gin and a single shot of gin. They must be putting water in the alcohol because it literally did nothing. I feel like when I came back from the Natalie Nunn concert, I was invigorated and the energy was there. This one could have gone home earlier. If I don't have someone that I'm pursuing throughout the night, I could just easily not be there. That's just the truth. There was not really anyone there that I was particularly interested in. And I already had my mind elsewhere. I've just been thinking about pole dancing and making videos and stuff, so my mind already wasn't really in the mood. I need to wash my face and then get up in like 4 hours and teach kids how to swim. I don't actually feel compelled to go out for like the next couple of weeks. But this week I've discovered that what I thought was gonna be a time of me going out, I actually just want to focus on my craft. It doesn't feel as rewarding to be outside right now. It kind of feels like going through the motions, but when I'm in the pole studio, I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. This doesn't mean I never want to party again, but just right now it's not what I thought it would be. I just want my energy to be focused elsewhere.